I called off my wedding after my fiancé's surprise gift. I thought Tyler was perfect. We'd been together for 3 years, lived together for 1, and he proposed on Christmas morning with my grandma's ring that I'd been dreaming about since I was 8. Everything felt like it was falling into place. The wedding planning went smooth. Tyler let me handle most of it, which was fine because I'm a control freak anyway. He just nodded along to whatever I showed him. Flowers, venue, dress, cake. I figured he was one of those guys who didn't care about wedding stuff, which honestly was refreshing compared to my friend's fiancé who had opinions about napkin colors. 2 weeks before the wedding, Tyler started acting weird. He'd get these random text messages and smile at his phone, then flip it over when I walked by. When I asked about it, he'd say it was just work stuff or wedding surprises. I didn't think much of it because he'd been working crazy hours at his dad's construction company. The week of the wedding, he was practically bouncing off the walls with excitement. He kept saying things like, "You're going to love what I have planned," and "This is going to be the best surprise ever." I figured maybe he'd booked us a honeymoon somewhere amazing or gotten the band to play our song or something cute like that. The morning of the wedding, I was getting ready at the venue when my maid of honor Jess came running into the bridal suite looking like she'd seen a ghost. She pulled me aside and whispered that she needed to show me something outside. My heart dropped because nothing good ever starts that way. We walked out to the parking lot and there it was. A brand new bright yellow Mustang convertible with a huge red bow on top. Tyler was standing next to it grinning like an idiot, still in his pajama pants and flip-flops. "Surprise baby! I used the money from your college fund to buy us this beauty. Now we can go on the honeymoon road trip of our dreams." I stood there in my robe and curlers, staring at this car that cost every penny I'd been saving since I was 16 for nursing school. $23,000 that I'd earned from working doubles at the diner, babysitting, selling stuff online, everything. Money that was supposed to help me become a nurse like I'd planned since middle school. Tyler, that's my college money. I know, but think about it. We're married now, so your money is my money, and my money is your money. Plus, you don't really need college. You're going to be a wife now. We can start having kids right away. The worst part wasn't even that he'd stolen my money. It was that he genuinely thought I'd be happy about it. He'd planned this whole thing thinking I'd squeal with joy and jump into his arms like some rom-com scene. I looked at Jess, who was standing there with her mouth hanging open. Then I looked at Tyler, who was still smiling like he'd just cured cancer. "You stole my college fund to buy a car without asking me." "I didn't steal it, I just moved it around." "Come on, don't you want to go to California? We can drive with the top down, stop at all those diners you're always watching on Food Network." That's when it hit me. He'd never listened to a single thing I'd said about my future plans. 3 years together and he had no idea who I was or what I wanted. He thought my dreams were just cute little fantasies that I'd drop the second I got married. I walked over to the car, ran my hand along the hood and said, "It's beautiful, Tyler. Really beautiful." His face lit up. "Right? I knew you'd love it. Wait until you see the interior. It has heated seats and..." "Jess, can you go tell everyone the wedding is off?" "What?" Tyler's voice cracked. "The wedding is off. I'm not marrying someone who thinks so little of me that he'd steal my future and call it a gift." Tyler started babbling about how we could return the car, how it was just a misunderstanding, how he thought I'd be happy. But I was already walking back toward the venue to change out of my wedding dress. My mom cried. His mom screamed at me in the parking lot. Half the family thought I was overreacting. The other half couldn't believe he'd done something so stupid. The venue kept the deposit. The caterer kept the money. Lost about $8,000 total just from canceling. But I kept my dignity and my dreams. I moved back in with my parents that day. Started nursing school that fall with what was left of my savings after I got the car money back.